let's look at some subtraction within 1000 with the missing addend type problems. This is from Unit 1, Lesson 8, but these principles and these steps for solving problems will work no matter what curriculum you're using. So let's begin. The Central City School ordered 800 books for their book fair. They sold 664 books. How many books do they have left? Well, let's read it again, and this time I'm going to circle important information. Central City School ordered 800 books. They ordered 800 books for their book fair. They sold 664 books. And I'm even going to underline the word sold, because that means they started with this many and then they sold some. How many books do they have left? Well, this is the part that tells us what we're going to do. I draw my box. The top part is my whole, and I have two parts. I know what my whole is. Whoops. I know the total number of books that we started with. And I know that they sold, the book fair sold 664. We don't know how many are left. So this is what we don't know. So I can put this into a subtraction sentence. I could put this into an addition sentence. I'm going to do both. I know that 664 plus something equals 800. And if I know that, using what I know of fact families and of inverse operations, I know that if I have two parts that add together to make a whole, if I take the whole, subtract out one part, I should have the other part left. So if I start with 800, I can subtract 664, and I will find that missing addend. Now, I don't have a lot of room to work here, so I am going to do some erasing and start with some fresh room. On your paper, for math, never erase. I mean, if you write a 7 instead of a 2, yeah, erase that. But never erase your diagrams or your drawings, because you want to be able to refer to that later, because you might forget something. It's like, oh man, I erased it. 800 minus 664. Well, we've got some zeros here. Should we just throw in the towel? No, of course not. We can do this. We can use what we know to solve what we don't know. I know I can't subtract 4 from 0. So normally I would go to the tens column and I would regroup from the tens column. There's nothing there. Well, I know that I can go to the hundreds column. Let's do that. We have 800s there. We're going to regroup 700s and 10 tens. Well, 700 plus 10 tens is still 800. We have not done any magic. We've just regrouped our numbers. Well, that will only get me so far. I have to do it again, because I still cannot subtract my ones. So I have 9 tens. I'm going to regroup and take one of those tens. Oh, I misspoke. We have 10 tens. I'm going to regroup and take one of those tens so that I'll have 9. And then we will have that 10 over here. Now 700 plus 9 tens plus 10 ones, that is still 800. So we still have 800. It's like exchanging $100 bills for $10 bills, and then exchanging $10 bills for $1 bills. You're not adding any money, you're just exchanging. And that's what we're doing here. Okay, so 10. Now I can start subtracting, and I start with the ones column. 10 minus 4. If you know your subtraction facts, great. If you know your addition facts, you can go what plus 4 equals 10. I can count up from 4. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I had 6 fingers there. So 9 minus 6, I can think 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 minus 6 is 3. This one I can do in my head. 7 take away 6 is 1. So how many books did they have left? They had 136 books left. Can we check that with addition? Yes, we can. I'm going to switch to a different color. 136 plus 664. If I did my subtraction correctly, I should get 800 as my answer. Let's check. 6 plus 4 is 10. Put the 0 here. The 1 goes up here. 6 and 3 is 9. 9 and 1 more is 10. I put the 0 here and the 1 here. 6, 7, 8. Yep, got the 800, so I know we did the subtraction correctly. So these principles, the diagram, can help you write a number sentence and use what you know. Use what you know about addition and subtraction. If you know you can write an addition sentence, well, use what you know about fact families and write a subtraction sentence, and that will help you solve it. Thank you for joining me.